Okay, we got new golf client Eric. Eric was nice enough to drive down from Corona, California, down to San Diego, California, for a putting lesson. He's a good putter. He just wanted to go from being a good putter to being a great putter. So you can see he's making some good putts here. Remember, the goal is always to get the ball between a foot and a foot and a half past the hole. But you can see he makes some good putts, solid putts. This gets close to going in, doesn't go in, but it does get close to lipping out. But a couple things are going on here. So he's got a good stroke, but we're going to make it a great stroke. So of about 5 things that we improved in Eric's technique, well, the number one thing is weight distribution. You always want, so you can see here, he's got about 50% of the weight on his left foot, 50% of the weight on his right foot. The problem with that is that under pressure of play, sometimes your weight kind of meanders back here, and now you got 55 or 60% back here. Sometimes it meanders forward, and you got 55 or 60% on the left foot. And under pressure of play, sometimes it's hard to feel which foot your weight is mostly on. Don't even make that an option. Just bump that left hip to the left, get about at least 60% of the weight on this left foot, start it there and keep it there. That way you don't have to worry under pressure of play, whether you can feel whether your weight's going too far back, too far forward. Start your weight on the left foot and just keep it there. We're also going to see that when you do that, when you bump your left hip to the left, it helps your shoulders stay on line or slightly closed. And that's what you want. You definitely don't want your shoulders opening up through impact. So you can see this stroke here. You're going to notice a couple things. The eyes look up quickly, and his hands slow down on the way through. And then he has this kind of little bit of a long backstroke and then a popping motion. So we've got a stroke that goes back about 10 inches and then comes through maybe about 6 inches. We want it the opposite. You always want about, if this is a 10-foot putt, you want to go back about 6 inches and pull through to about 12. So here's the first thing that we do is we're going to make sure that, now this drill right here is designed to make sure that he doesn't open up this putter face on the way back, but that's, we'll get to that here in a little bit. But here I'm going to hold up 1 or 2 fingers. Eric's going to keep his eyes down. So here, as he strokes through, the eyes are looking up too quickly. Here, we're going to keep the eyes down for 3 seconds. So he's going to hit this putt, and I'm going to hold up 1 or 2 fingers. Watch. So he hits his putt, holds 1 or 2 fingers. The eyes stay looking down, and that helps make sure that he doesn't open up his shoulders. Okay, so now we've got Eric. This is the best putting training device that you can have. There's 2 things going on here. We've got a putter track, the Dave Pelz putter track, and we've also got the Dave Pelz teacher pointer on this putter here. So we're going to come back about 6 inches here because we have about a 10-foot putt. The idea is to not open up the putter face. But remember, I'm going to hold up 1 or 2 fingers. Watch Eric's head here. Watch his eyes. They don't look up. Okay, we're going to start from the beginning. I'm going to hold up 1 or 2 fingers. He has to tell me if I'm holding up 1 or 2 fingers. Here we're going to do it again. We're making sure the putter face doesn't open in the back stroke. I'm going to keep my left hand right on his hip. I'm going to make sure his hips stay forward. I'm going to make sure, now I'm not pushing his whole body forward. I'm just pushing his left hip a little bit forward. He's just getting his weight onto his left foot with his hips, not his whole body. So watch here. So instead of this, let's see if we have one more. Yeah, so this is a perfect example. Watch. He's going to look at the hole, just follow the golf ball a little bit too early, a little bit too quickly, and that opens up the shoulder slightly. That gets the ball. Okay, so he's lipped in from the left side. That's fine. Here he misses the putt to the left. Here he misses the putt to the right. The shoulders are opening because his eyes are looking up too quickly. Okay, so now we're going to work on keeping his eyes down. So here we go. Here's the next thing that we work on is I'm telling to stroke through. I'm going to hold up 1 or 2 fingers. Here we go. And he's going to stroke. See, his head stays perfectly still. I hold up 1 finger. He has to tell me that. Okay, so now we're going to take the technique that we ingrained in the putter track over here, and we're going to take it and we're going to put it to use under kind of pressure of performance. So now we're going to take his before technique. The other thing we've got him doing is not only do we have him looking down for 3 seconds after the putt is gone, but the other thing is we've got his hands a little bit lower on his putter. See all this grip here? I've got him choking down on the putter to where he's almost to the metal. Now, I had talked to Eric in depth about what I would recommend in terms of a putter and the setup of the putter. But here's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get him kind of bent over so this top part of his shoulder is perpendicular to the ground, so that way his shoulders can turn on a plane that's perfectly perpendicular to the ground. And now that his eyes are just about 1 inch out past the golf ball, his hands are underneath his shoulders. That way his hands can go straight back and straight through. And when the hands go straight back and straight through, the putter head can go straight back and straight through. And then we just got to make sure that the putter face doesn't open on the way back and close on the way through. So here he is before, with the head looks up kind of quickly. The eyes look up. Okay, we have, a little bit of a miss here. So now let's take this, let's compare him to after. I'm going to keep his eyes down. So I'm going to hold up 1 or 2 fingers. Here we go. And I hold up 2 fingers and he tells me, and then now we've got this putt going in. Okay, so, but I'm not too concerned about making or missing putts here. Okay, but then we're going to go to the next one and I'm going to hold up 1 or 2 fingers, make sure his head stays down. Okay, now we got another, I think this ball, you can see this ball. Okay, now we have another make. That's fine. But the biggest thing is it really helps with the alignment of the shoulders. Now, I'm telling him here we're working on the putter face not opening in the backstroke, so I'm working on that. We practice that. We're going to close the putter face about 1 degree, and then he's going to come through and he's going to stroke, going to watch, tell me if I've got 1 or 2 fingers, and then the ball, we have another make here. So the other biggest thing is, okay, so here's probably the biggest thing. So let's kind of go forward here. Yeah, and that's fine. I'm not too worried about if he's making or missing putts here, but it's the technique. Okay, here's kind of the biggest one. All of this is designed to do this. So we're going to put a mark right on here. We're going to put this hopefully right on his kind of the notch that's his alignment mark right on his putter. So see how when he comes back, see how this putter face is now open and it's aimed out to the right. Under pressure of play, that makes it very difficult to close this putter face just the right amount. And here he's got it closed, so now it's aimed to the left. That means right at impact, this putter has to square up to where it's perfectly perpendicular to where he wants that ball to start. Now here, it looks like it closes a little bit much. This may be the putt that he missed to the left. We just can't have that. If you're going to be a great putter, this putter head has to go straight back and straight through. And since the hands are just underneath the shoulders or just barely inside them, that gets the hands moving straight back and straight through and allows this putter face to stay perfectly perpendicular to the putter head path. So here's what we do. We're going to practice closing this putter head path just a couple degrees here. So we practice closing it, because remember, back here he was opening it. So then he's going to come back and he's going to feel like he just closes at 1 degree and then pulls through. So here we're going to go through his stroke kind of real time. So here he is with his back and through, and then I'm going to hold up 1 or 2 fingers to keep his eyes down. That's it. But let's go back and take a look at this putter head and this putter face alignment. So here his putter face opens up and it's now pointed out to the right. Take a look at his putter face here. So he takes it back and he's perfectly perpendicular to this line. So we're just going to go even before he hits my hand. Watch. Lined up with the white notch here, lined up with the white notch here. This putter head has gone straight back and the putter face is perfectly perpendicular to his putter head path. Okay, then over here, he closes this putter face. Now the putter face is aimed to the left. As he comes through, this teacher pointer, Dave Pell's teacher pointer, makes sure that the putter face stays aimed perfectly straight. And again, look, perfectly perpendicular to his line, to his putter head path. When you do that, when you take the putter head back, straight back and straight through, very difficult to miss putts when you're stroking the ball like this. That's great. Eyes stay down. Great work.